поехали. YouTube работает. Наконец-то. Наконец-то. 1-1-1. Так, поехали. YouTube работает. Наконец-то. Наконец-то. 1-1-1. Так, качество, конечно, достаточно паршивое. Наконец-то. Так, всего 720. Я не знаю, может быть, он может дать и больше. Допустим, если я поставлю... Ну, у меня все четко, 2500. Я, правда, вывод не могу увеличить, потому что игруля старая. Здесь ничего, к сожалению, с этим особо не поделать. Насколько я понимаю. Да и не нужно. Вот. Так. Это готово. Это готово. Попробуем так сделать. Вот. Так. Чат я, скорее всего, буду читать пока что только с гудгеймом. Потому что уж очень-очень много всего настроено. Так. Так. Ладно, начнем кампанию. У меня тут уже, в принципе, было одно прохождение. Ну, нового персонажа возьмем. Так. Женский персонаж, мужской персонаж, навыки. Фехтование, тяжелое вооружение, стрельба, белая магия, магия стихий. Вот надо подумать. Можно, в принципе... Сейчас чуть-чуть звук уменьшу. Звук уменьшу, это очень громко. Вот так вот. Так вот. Чё ж так громко-то? Вот, потише. Может быть, чуть-чуть погромче поставлю. Так. Компания. Новый персонаж. Может, даже еще чуть-чуть потише, потому что я не слышу себя в наушниках. Вот, так получше. Так, компания новый персонаж. Что возьмем? Щиты, фехтование, легкие клинки, палец и доспехи. Щиты, стрельба, быть может, кстати. Стрельба мне, в принципе, по вкусу, поскольку стрельба нам, если что, позволит достаточно эффективно кайтить врагов. Может быть, даже выполнять какие-то миссии в одиночку. Ну, белая магия — это такое. Это, по-моему, призывы какие-то. Ну, лечение, соответственно, какие-то бафы. Магия стихий — это классический такой атакующий маг. Магия разума — это что-то вроде псиона. Ну и черная магия — это некромантия, соответственно, всякие проклятия и прочие вещи. Так, я все-таки, наверное, возьму стрелка. Может быть, даже возьму женского персонажа со стрельбой. Да, и возьму луки. Вот. Так. Как назовем? Назовем. Так, характеристики. Сила. Чем больше сила, тем больше урона наносится врагам в ближнем бою. В принципе, скорее всего, к нам враги будут подходить в ближний бой. Так что сила нам, вероятно, в каком-то виде да понадобится. Стойкость. Ну, это, соответственно, запас здоровья, ничего нового. Ловкость. Вероятность нанести врагу результативный удар. Это наша основная характеристика. Реакция снижает вероятность попадания по персонажу. Это наша вторая основная характеристика, поскольку у нас, скорее всего, не будет тяжелой брони. Разум, скорость восстановления запасов маны не то, чтобы это нам было актуально. Мудрость увеличивает максимальный запас маны. Обаяние, вероятность успешного применения магии разума и заклинания. Тоже не то, чтобы это нам было актуально. Соответственно, давайте вложимся в ловкость. Сколько у нас там, по-моему, 30 очков было, да? Вложимся в ловкость. В реакцию, соответственно. Так вот. Силу, наверное. И стойкость. Так. 10 на 4 не делится, да? Ну, давайте по 2 вложим то и другое. Так, и осталось 2 балла, вложимся в реакцию и в ловкость. Вот так вот.
It all began with the discovery of the old fire and the secret of the convocation. 13 mages blinded, driven by the greed for divine power, and under the bondage of the circle, their armies unleashed death and destruction, bonded with the power of ancient runes, cursed to eternal life and eternal death. Until the last day of the old era had dawned.
So have you come to witness the day of my ultimate triumph, poor old man?
No, to witness your downfall. You cannot win. The convocation is a lie. It will destroy all of us.
So... You shouldn't have come. You really think I care a fig for your whimpering?
Тахира.
Нас
Нас прислал Роэн, Северные земли в опасности. Ему нужна сила воинов Рун. Роэн знает, я больше никогда не буду служить магу круга. Мои силы на исходе, с меня хватит крови и смертей. Пусть Роэн попросит кого-нибудь другого. Вот поэтому он нас и прислал. В этих землях скрыта руна особой силы, и мы должны найти ее. На нас напали, и лев ранен, ему нужна твоя помощь. Нам нужна твоя помощь. И тогда у меня нет выбора. Хорошо, я помогу вам. Где лев? Я потерял его из виду где-то за теми воротами. Надеюсь, он все еще жив. Проклятый лорд. Я найду его. Оставайся здесь. Благодарю тебя, Тахира. Как хорошо, что ты снова с нами. Так, и это насколько...
Welcome to the world of Spellforce.
Здравствуйте.
In this prologue, we will explain the game to you. Let's start with some general information.
Очень хорошо.
The name of the main character in the prologue is Tahira. She is a combination of fighter and sorceress. From now on, we will refer to the main character as the Avatar.
Так, мы можем поворачивать камеру.
Once you've solved the prologue, the game will continue with the avatar you selected before starting the game. Whenever you hold the mouse pointer over a button or an object, a help window with additional information will appear in the bottom left corner of the screen. When you are asked to click on something, this means a click with the left mouse button. We'll tell you about the right mouse button a little later in this presentation. When you click the Options button in the upper right, you can save the game or change the game settings at any point in time. Now select your avatar by clicking on Tahira in the game world.
Вид от третьего лица.
Very good. You can move the view with either the cursor keys or with the mouse by holding down the right mouse button. You can also adjust the view by moving the mouse pointer to the appropriate edge of the screen.
Очень хорошо.
A selected unit is marked with a colored ring. Your own units have a green ring, enemy units a red, and neutral or allied units a blue ring. In the lower left, you can see the currently selected units and some additional information such as name, health condition, and amount of mana.
Так, это понятно.
You can select your avatar at any time by clicking on the Portrait button in the upper left corner of the screen. By clicking on the Portrait button with the right mouse button, the view will be moved to the appropriate unit. Move Tahira down the path to the east and through the open stone gate to the Bindstone, a large boulder, by clicking the right mouse button next to it.
Хорошо. Так. Так. Никого. Сейчас никто не пишет. Ладно. Так, это Хира. Значит, правой кнопкой у нас перемещение. Я уже ничего не помню, естественно. Ладно, нам надо на восток. Блин. А обойти ты не можешь? Эй. Какие-то баги уже начались. По-моему, у меня баги начались. Игра багует, причем багует капитально. Так, давайте сохранимся, давайте загрузимся, попробуем. Ой-ой-ой. Понятно. Загрузиться.
Move Tahira down the path to the east and through the
Да,
open
да,
stone
да,
gate to
да,
the
я
Bindstone,
знаю.
a large boulder, by
Вот.
clicking the right mouse button next to it.
Ой. Хм. Меня мышка не слушается. Ну, вы это видели? Так, меню, настройки. Так, уровень сложности пока обычный, может быть, наверное, на высоком попробуем. Так. Вот так где-то. Инвертация отключена, вроде все нормально. Подсветка, да, качество текстуры высокое. Разрешение совершенно нормальное. В чем твоя проблема? Так, а где автопрокрутка камеры? Скажите мне. Так. Ну. Так. Так. И чего?
The Bindstone offers the Avatar an opportunity to connect his rune with this place. Should he perish, he will appear in the last Bindstone used. Enemies are able to sever the connection to a Bindstone if they attack it, thus causing you to lose one active Bindstone.
Так. Так, но мне нужно активировать.
Select the Bindstone with a click.
Так, давайте я все-таки сохранюсь. Я сохранюсь и перезапущу, потому что это невозможно. Это невозможно. Может, это, кстати, из-за оконного режима.
Select the Bindstone with a click.
Нет. Все нормально. Так, теперь захват пропал. Обожжем. Нет. Так, а давайте я на полный экран запущу.
At the bottom edge of
Вот. Нет, так не работает, так работает. Вот. Так, активируем связующий камень.
the Bindstone will light up and is now active. You are now bound to this Bindstone.
Угу. Понятно. Понятно. М. Ага,
In the
хорошо.
lower right, you will find the overview map. Black areas have not yet been explored and are automatically uncovered when you approach them with units. Your avatar has a greater view radius, so he will uncover a larger area.
Так, ну это понятно, это туман
The
войны.
dots on the overview map are in different colors. Green dots represent your own units, red enemy and blue neutral or allied units or buildings. A few special objects, such as monuments, are marked in yellow.
Угу.
Continue along the path to the east.
Угу. Так, идем дальше.
Spellforce offers you the option of witnessing the events of the game from different views, including the third-person perspective, where you see the action from a position directly behind and slightly above your avatar. To
Так,
change the view, press the page up key to zoom in and the page down key to zoom out,
так,
or simply turn the mouse wheel.
так.
By moving the mouse wheel downwards or pressing page down, the camera will zoom out into an almost vertical perspective.
Угу.
Now, when you move the mouse wheel upwards or press page up, you will see the normal isometric views from different distances.
Угу.
Now
Так,
change to the third-person perspective by zooming in closer. This is only possible if your avatar is inside the field of view.
ну это понятно.
In the third-person perspective, you can control your avatar directly with the cursor keys
Так,
or
вида
with
от
the A, D,
вида
S,
анфас
and
здесь
W
нет.
keys. If you hold down the right mouse button, you can change the view direction.
Не,
Otherwise,
нет, ничего.
operating Spellforce in this perspective is identical with the isometric view. Follow the path in third-person perspective toward the east to the next stone gate.
О, враги.
You can change to the third-person perspective. Change back to the normal isometric view.
Мочили. Есть. Щит.
An enemy goblin is lurking around the next corner. He isn't very dangerous. When you hold the mouse pointer over him, a bar will show you his health condition. Select your avatar and click with the right mouse button on the goblin. Your avatar will attack the goblin. As soon as he has been defeated, we will continue.
Угу.
The goblin's corpse will light up, which indicates that he was carrying an object with him. You can now take possession of this object.
Так, есть такое.
Take up a position close to the dead goblin and click on the corpse with the right mouse button. You can then see what object the goblin had with him on the left-hand edge of the screen. Click on the shield to take it with you. It will be automatically added to your inventory.
Так, ну, драться-то будем.
The shield increases your avatar's armor class in your character. With higher armor class, you lose fewer life points when an opponent hits you with a weapon.
Так.
To open your inventory, click on the backpack symbol in the action bar, which can be found on the bottom of the screen. A window will open, and on the left you can select the different categories of your inventory. Click on the ring symbol, which stands for equipment.
Ну, вот он, собственно, снаряжение.
On the left, you now see the unused equipment. In the middle, the objects your avatar is currently using, and on the right, your character's current data. We'll deal with this data later.
Понятно.
To equip your avatar with the shield, you must first pick it up with the mouse. Click on the shield and then click on the free section for the left hand beside the torso.
Угу. Так, это мы все уже сделали.
Now close the inventory with a click on the backpack or the check mark in the lower right of the window, or by simply pressing I again.
Так. Молодой чемодан.
In the upper left-hand corner, you can see a clickable portrait of the avatar. We call these buttons portrait buttons. The green bar in the portrait indicates the character's health. When the character is injured, it will change color from green to yellow to red, depending on the severity of the injury. When the character has no more life points, he perishes. Your avatar's life points will, however, regenerate with time.
Так, это понятно.
The blue bar represents mana, magic energy. When a character's mana reserves have been depleted, he cannot cast any more spells. Mana is also replenished with time.
Понятно.
Follow the path through the next stone gate until you have reached the wounded Lev.
Так, это он.
If someone offers you a dialogue, a symbol will float above the character. If this person is relevant to the main quest, it will be an exclamation mark. If the person is only relevant for optional side quests, it will be a question mark. Select your avatar, approach Lev, and click on him with the right mouse button to begin the dialogue.
I should have.
Зря я в это ввязался, я же не воин. Тахира, я надеюсь, что ты не забыла, как исцелять. Помоги. Пожалуйста, исцели меня. Ну давай.
You have a healing spell at your disposal. If you wish to use a magic spell, there are two possibilities. The simplest possibility is offered by the click and fight system. To use this, select Lev. Under your avatar's portrait button, all meaningful actions for the selected target will appear. The blue hand is the symbol for the healing spell. Click on the symbol to heal Lev. The click and fight system can be used in the same way to launch damaging spells or melee attacks on hostile targets. As soon as you select an enemy unit, appropriate hostile actions will be offered. The alternative to this is the classic method. Select your avatar, then click the healing spell in the action bar, and then click on the wounded Lev in the game world.
Готово.
Speak to Lev again.
Спасибо тебе, Тахира. Если бы не ты, я бы погиб. Слава Аониру, Кайля все-таки нашла тебя. Что случилось? Вы ищете руну? Да, это непростая руна. Роэн уверен, что она где-то здесь, в развалинах Анг. Но в развалинах решетовки, и мы вынуждены были бежать, только Джошуа спасся. А я знал, где ты живешь, и мы пробились к тебе. Пожалуйста, помоги нам. Ну хорошо, я найду руну, а ты оставайся здесь и выздоравливай. Как скажешь, будь осторожна, Тахира. Возьми этот свиток с заклинанием, я забрал его у одного орка, может тебе пригодится. Иди по тропе, я надеюсь, что ты найдешь Джошуа. Если боги были к нему милостивы, он может быть еще жив. Так, хорошо. Огненный шар третий уровень.
Once you have collected a specific number of experience points, your avatar will move up one level, will become stronger, and will be able to learn new skills. You receive experience points by defeating opponents and successfully solving quests. When you die, you lose a small amount of experience points every time.
Штраф к опыту при гибели персонажа.
Next, your avatar should learn the magic spell you have just received. Open your inventory and click on the symbol for spell book.
Так, заклинание.
On the left, you will see the inventory for magic spell scrolls. On the right, your spell book, and above it, the so-called magic memory, with 9 free spaces at the current moment. Click on the scroll in the inventory to place it on the mouse pointer. Then click any free space in your spellbook. You now have transferred a new spell into your spellbook. You can enter any number of spells into your spellbook, but you can only simultaneously memorize and use 10 of those magic spells in your magic memory. Learn the Fireball magic spell by clicking on the Fireball symbol in your spellbook, and then click on any free space in your magic memory. Now close your inventory.
О, можно идти назад.
Follow the path until you see the Minotaur.
Так, не вижу пока никакого Минотавра.
Use the Fireball spell to defeat the Minotaur.
А, вон он. Обождите. Так, Минотавр, Гронс. Внезапно. 3-й уровень. Ага, все.
Many creatures are partially or completely resistant to specific types of magic. Your avatar can also use rare objects found in the course of the game to protect himself better from magic attacks. Behind the next gate, a fire elemental creature awaits for you. This creature is completely resistant to your fire magic. Continue along the path. Try to use your magic spell against the fire elemental creature. If a creature has resisted a magic spell, you will see white bouncing sparks. After this, defeat the fire elemental creature in close combat.
Да, огненный элементаль. Естественно, он неуязвим. Ну и бьем его просто морду. Хотя это у нас тоже не особо получается, но выбора особого нет.
The fire elemental was carrying a hero's rune and 4 objects. Take possession of these.
Так, руна бойца Драга. Отлично, лук, клинок и одежда.
Beside your main character, you now have up to 5 heroes at your disposal. The heroes are your strongest allies and may have magic powers. The hero's rune you just found represents a skilled long-range fighter. The rune establishes the hero's characteristics and abilities. In the course of the game, you will find more runes and also replace some of the older runes. To summon a hero, you must use the hero's rune in your rune table, which you always have with you.
Так, это где-то
And
здесь.
then find a hero's monument for the summoning procedure.
Опа.
Open your inventory and go to the category Rune Board.
No.
On the left side, you will see your currently unused runes, and on the right, the runes entered in the Rune Board. In the upper half of the rune table, you will find the spaces for the hero's runes, and below the spaces for workers' runes, subdivided into light and dark races.
Соответственно, люди, эльфы и гномы.
Depending on which level your avatar has, you can apply up to 5 runes at once. Click on the rune of the hero and place it in one of the empty fields of the rune tablet located at the top.
А тут, по-моему, орки, тролли и темные эльфы.
Now you will have to arm the hero. You should have received a bow, a dagger, and 2 pieces of armor. Go into the inventory and select the category Equipment.
Так. Так, ну. А, вот он.
On the right side of the window, you will now see two portraits. Select the lower portrait and
Так,
give your
давайте
hero
его
the 4 new
одевать.
objects from the left side of the inventory. The bow must go into his left hand. That's the space on the right-hand side.
Ну, логично. Левая рука находится.
If your avatar or a hero cannot use an object, it will be marked with a red background. Close your inventory.
Угу. Кстати,
Follow the
храм.
path to the great monument. This is the hero's monument. Go right up to the hero's monument, select it, and click on the rune symbol in the action bar. Aside from the hero monument, the symbol of a hand appears in the selection window. You can inform yourself of the rune power of your avatar.
Угу.
Every time you call upon a hero, or later on, even a worker, you lose a bit of your rune power, and calling upon them takes a bit longer every time, too. Rune power regenerates itself automatically in the course of time.
Так.
Forwards.
Now you can summon the hero. Select the monument and click on the symbol for the hero in the action bar. After a few seconds, the hero should appear.
Угу.
Forwards.
A second portrait button for your new hero should now appear in the upper left. You can now command the hero.
Так.
If you want to select several units simultaneously, you can hold down the left mouse button in the game world and drag a frame around both characters. As soon as you release the left mouse button, the selection is established.
Угу.
You can combine combat units to form groups. To do this, select the units and click on one of the small buttons at the top of the screen in the middle, or hold down the control key and select a number key from 1 to 6 for the respective group.
I'm ready.
Once you have defined a group, a portrait button will appear at the top of the screen with the number of units in the group. The functionality of the portrait button is identical to your avatars. You can now very quickly select a group by clicking on the appropriate portrait button or pressing a number key from 1 to 6. Follow the path forward.
Enemies beware.
You have a
Shall
fight
not
with
fail.
the undead ahead of you. Together with your hero, you can win this fight. Use your magic and defeat the undead.
Угу. Так, 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 так.
I shall not fail. Follow me.
Так. А, еще. Давайте раз, два.
Stay with me, men.
Так.
The lines must hold. Yes. Now.
Угу.
Let's go. To adventure. Let's go.
О, опасные ребята. Скелет генерал.
They're everywhere. Reinforce the defenses.
Enemies beware. Enemies beware.
Well done.
Камень.
One of the undead was carrying a valuable gem. Take it along with you.
Так, а идти-то куда надо? Тут у нас что?
Should you want to further test your fighting skills, turn north here.
Follow me.
Otherwise, follow the path farther towards the
Forwards.
south.
Так, с нас хватит.
To adventure. Let's go. To
Идем в
adventure.
город.
Follow the path until you find the merchant. Merchants can be identified by the rotating coin above their heads.
Так, а вот и торговец.
Yes.
You can buy and sell all kinds of objects from a merchant.
Угу.
Kinds of objects from a merchant. Go up to the merchant and speak to him by clicking on him with the right mouse button. A window will appear with the merchant's menu.
Так. Продано.
On the left of the menu, you will see your objects, and on the right, the merchant's objects.
Угу.
On my command to adventure.
100 copper coins make 1 silver coin, and 100 silver coins make 1 gold coin.
Так, это тоже понятно.
Objects in Spellforce are divided into 5 categories. The 5 symbols beside your inventory and the merchant's inventory will be dark if you or the merchant have no objects in this category.
Угу.
You want to sell the gem to get money for a purchase.
Угу.
Select the lowermost symbol to open the category Quest and Value Objects. Click on the gem. The object you are offering will be marked
Destiny
green,
awaits.
and in the middle you will see the price the merchant wants to pay. Click on Sell.
Угу.
Now you can buy something else with the money. Click
Yeah.
on the Rooms
Shall not
category and purchase the Human Worker Room.
Follow me.
Так. Друг. Прогадай на морду. Есть такое.
To adventure.
Conclude the trade by clicking on the check mark on the lower left in the window or by pressing the Escape key.
Так, а теперь ставим ровно на место.
Open your inventory, select the category Rune Board, and place the Human Worker rune in the slot with the human portrait on the lower left of the Rune Board.
Угу.
Close your inventory.
Let's go. Forwards.
Follow the path to the bindstone.
Here, now. Quickly now. Let's go.
Select the bindstone and activate it using the action bar. Should your character perish, you will not have to repeat the whole journey. You can travel from one bindstone to another bindstone you have already activated. To do this, select your avatar and go to the bindstone, click on it with the right mouse button and select your destination. You can try this out now if you want. When you are done, follow the path to the human monument.
Так.
Speak to Joshua, the man directly beside the monument.
Tahira.
Тахира, они все-таки нашли тебя.
Yes, they're all well.
Да, с ними все в порядке. Джоша, ты смог узнать, где находится
In
руна?
the orcs' camp.
В лагере орков, скорее всего, у вождя.
Be careful.
Будь осторожна, они очень сильны. Не стоит даже пытаться напасть на них без подготовки.
Once you've conquered
И
them,
как только
bring the
справишься
rune to
и
me.
с ними, и принеси
I will
мне
turn it
руну, я
over to
отдам ее
Master
господину
Rowan.
Роэну. Хорошо.
You should now have
I
received
shall
a
not
quest.
fail. Follow me.
Open your inventory and select the quest book page.
Так, вот.
In the middle of the window, you will see all your current uncompleted quests, and on the right, a detailed view of the currently selected quests.
Уничтожьте 2 лагеря орков.
You have received the quest, The Lost Rune. When you click on this quest, the individual steps of this quest will appear on the right. Already completed steps will be displayed darkened. When you hold the mouse pointer over one of these individual steps, a help window will additionally appear in the lower left in case you have forgotten something.
Угу.
Close your inventory. Go to the monument, select it, and click on the rune symbol in the action bar.
Так.
The moment you occupy a worker monument, things get serious. Normally, when enemies discover your newly established settlements, they will do all they can to destroy you as quickly as possible. On this map, however, you can take your time.
Угу.
You can now summon human workers. Select the monument and click on the worker symbol in the action bar.
Так.
The worker will appear in a couple of seconds. You may also click the symbol several times to order more workers. Produce at least 5 workers.
Так.
Your orders?
When you have selected the monument, you will see numbers indicating your population limitations below. The upper number indicates how many workers of this race you currently have, and the maximum number you are allowed to have.
Your orders?
At present, you can produce up to 20 workers. The maximum number of workers increases when you construct larger headquarters.
Off to work. At your service. As good as done.
On the upper right, you will now find a portrait for human workers. The number indicates how many human workers are currently not doing a job. You can select a free worker with a click on the portrait button. Workers can collect different resources depending on their race. Human workers can chop trees, collect stone, or mine ore.
Так,
To
руды
the
у
left
нас...
of the monument, you will find a stone quarry,
вот.
and to the right, an ore deposit. The
На
next
западе.
forest is located to the
А,
west.
вон.
To have workers collect a resource, select one or more workers and then click with the right mouse button directly on a tree, a stone, or an ore deposit. Only workers may figure in this selection.
Давайте еще двоих сделаем.
On the top edge of the screen, you will see the amount of resources you already have acquired. You can use resources to construct buildings or summon combat units to a monument.
That way.
Select workers and send them with the right mouse button to chop down trees, collect stone, and mine ore until you have at least 50 units of each of these 3 basic resources.
Understood. That way.
Так, построить мы что-нибудь можем? Не можем.
Here I am. On my way. Off to work. Ready to go. Here we go. Here I am. Very well, off I go.
Так, хижина дровосека
Here we go.
тоже все сюда.
Here we go. Your orders? Building completed.
Готово. Теперь ждем древесину. Так, каменоломня. Да, прям тут можно ставить, я думаю.
Your orders? As good as done.
Так, тут у нас трое.
Yes. Break's over. Time for work. Building completed.
Угу. Так,
As good as done. Here I am. Off to work. Your orders? No problem. I'm on it.
все, теперь вроде побыстрее пойдет дело.
Building completed.
Так, тут можно сразу, я думаю, отходить. Понемножку.
The rune's orders?
I shall not fail. Follow me.
В сторону неприятеля.
Now.
Так, вот у нас, соответственно, где-то тут были орки. Вот здесь. Вот здесь.
Very
вот.
good. You now have sufficient resources to construct your first buildings.
Угу.
Select a worker and click on the building symbol in the action bar. A selection of buildings will appear. Click on the woodcutter hut and select a site in the game world near the forest to start construction by clicking the left mouse button.
Here I am.
Так, там мы уже давно построили. Давайте построим что-нибудь
The selected
полезное.
worker will now begin to erect the building. You can select additional workers and send them to the construction site with a right click,
Let's get
should you
cracking then.
want construction to progress faster. Now select some other workers and build a quarry near the stone resources and a mine near the iron.
Так, это все мы уже
In each
построили.
of these resource buildings, up to 5 workers can advance to the status of so-called craftsmen. Craftsmen have different clothing and special tools and are twice as efficient as simple workers. When you select a finished building, then you can see how many craftsmen are already assigned to this building in the selection window. When you click an empty symbol, and there is another free worker available, he will be assigned to the building. When you
At your
click an
service. Break's
occupied
over, time for
symbol, a
work.
worker will be released. Those workers that construct a building automatically take over the free jobs in the building insofar as they are available.
Угу.
When you send a worker to a building with the right mouse button, you can fill free jobs. This way, workers who, for example, chop down trees, will automatically look for free jobs in woodcutter houses and start doing
Building
them in a
completed.
short time.
Так, хорошо.
Wait until all 3 buildings are finished. Should construction work fail to continue on a building, this means you have mistakenly removed all the
That way.
workers from the construction site.
Так, я же...
Now your resources
Break's
should
over, time
increase
for
much faster. Keep an eye on the individual stocks and, if necessary, assign your workers to other jobs.
Master of the rune, let's get cracking
In order
then.
to recruit a
At
larger
your service.
army,
Break's
you will
over,
need
time for
food.
work.
Humans are very flexible and are able to catch fish, hunt or breed animals, and grow grain.
Master
In
of
the area
rune.
surrounding your base, you will find a number of animals. Build a hunting lodge to gather food. Additionally, construct a small headquarters so that you will have up to 30 workers at your disposal.
Building completed. Master of the rune.
Так, и малыш. Так, да, ты сюда.
Break's over. Time for work. Your orders? Here we go.
Можно даже больше.
Your orders? Very well. As good as done.
Так, мы стоим где? Мы стоим здесь. Хорошо, думаю, нужно призывать уже солдат. Мы потихонечку ставим молоко вот сюда.
You can send up to 5 workers to the hunting lodge to collect food faster. The amount of the food you have stored determines the maximum
Here I
size of
am.
your
As good as
army.
done.
Угу.
Your orders? Off to work.
The flags on the buildings show you whom the buildings belong to and if workers are currently active in this building. If you look carefully, you will see that the lake behind the human monument is full of fish. There are also some berry bushes on the bank of the lake, but these serve exclusively as food for elves.
Угу.
Now you should do something to defend your settlement. Build 2 towers in the area around the stone slabs, as enemies might come from this direction.
Так, вот этих волнов, судя по всему, больше негде, в общем-то. Оттуда враги не придут, скорее всего. Так. Теперь чего? Угу. Вот здесь, да? Окей. Так.
Yes, sir.
5 лучников и 5
Awaiting your order.
этих самых пехотинцев, да?
Ready to fight, sir. On
Не
my
очень
way.
много.
All right.
Так, вот сюда, вот
Yes,
сюда.
sir. All right.
Эти посередине. Так, еды хватает, еще пяток можно сделать, но мы подождем. Так, что пишет? Ничего не пишет. Нигде ничего. Окей.
Building completed.
Так, закончено. Строим 2-ю башню. Угу.
Here we
Так.
go.
Там еще, наверное, воде не нужно будет пахнуть. Готово.
Building completed.
Так, вас
Some
отведем.
goblins are attacking your settlement. You will soon hear an alarm signal and see a red symbol on the overview map indicating the site of the attack. Defend your town with your avatar and your hero.
Какие к черту гоблины? А, вон, обождите. А вон они. Ага.
Engaging the enemy.
Так, пока нет никого.
Excellent.
Okay.
The attack has been thwarted. By the way, whenever you hear an alarm signal, you can use the space bar to immediately switch to the site of the action.
Так, можно снести здание, видимо.
If your towers are damaged, you can have them repaired. Select one or more workers for the job and click with the right mouse button on the damaged structure. You can not only summon workers at a human monument, but also human warriors and mages. Single warriors summoned at the human monument will not be as strong as your avatar or your hero. With sufficient resources, however, you can produce whole armies. Now it is time to build an army. Firstly, you will need to construct a forge.
Кузницу мы построим.
Weapons and armor for battle units will be manufactured in this forge. If you have several forges, you can produce units faster.
I'm on it.
Battle units are also summoned to human monuments. If you would like to establish a rally point for new units, select the human monument and click with the right mouse button on the desired destination.
Ready
The
to fight,
appearance
sir.
of a little flag
All right.
indicates that the summoned combat units will
Ready to
assemble
fight,
at
sir.
this point.
Right away, sir.
Select the
Ready
human
for action.
monument and summon at least 3 recruits and 3 scouts. If you are unable to produce units, you will find
Yes,
text
sir.
marked in red
Right
in the
away,
help
sir.
window, which specifies the reason why, for example,
Ready to
a
fight,
missing
sir.
or unoccupied building, or insufficient resource. The orcs have their own scouts always on the lookouts for enemies. If one of these scouts discovers your settlement or your warriors, he will return to his headquarters and sound the alarm. A scout is about to discover your settlement, which is shown by a yellow symbol appearing on the overview map. Destroy the opponents before they can get away.
I shall not fail. Destiny awaits. At arms, men. Destiny awaits for freedom.
Engaging the enemy.
On my command.
You may
Let's
not
go.
be attacked now. The enemy headquarters will eventually notice the missing scout and start searching for him. You have, however, game time and can use it to quickly produce more scouts and recruits. It is important for you to destroy the buildings in the enemy camp as quickly as possible, because new opponents are continuously being recruited there. To produce a larger army, you will need larger quantities of food. Select your human monument. The lower numbers in the
Ready for
selection
action.
window on the left indicate how many
On my
combat
way.
units you have, as well as the maximum
my command
number you
to
can support.
adventure.
Yes,
The
sir.
current maximum
Right away,
is
sir.
10.
Moving out.
Inside the headquarters buildings,
Ready for action.
you can
On my
use
way.
food to increase the maximum size of your army. Select your small
Eyes
headquarters
open,
building.
sword ready, sir.
Так, готово.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Так, еще десяточек.
Right away, sir.
Так, следующий 300.
In the action bar below, you will now see a symbol for food. When you hold the mouse pointer directly above,
Давайте
the
склад,
costs
что
for
ли,
this
строить.
increase will show up in the help window. When you click once on the symbol, The maximum number of combat units will increase from 10 to 15 for 100 food units. The increase from 15 to 20 units already costs 200 food units. Increase the maximum number of combat units to at least 20 units by clicking the symbol twice. If the symbol is darkened, your hunters have not acquired sufficient food, and you will have to wait a while.
Так, надо подождать.
With the small headquarters, you can support a maximum of 30
Максимум
combat units.
30.
Medium-sized or large headquarters, which will become available later, afford additional possibilities to increase the maximum level. If you later decide to play with 2 allied races, then the maximum number of combat units for the entire army applies, with the races also sharing their food. Produce additional scouts and recruits and destroy the orc camp in the east. Secure more resources and ensure you have sufficient food.
Так, ист это восток. Так, а тут у нас что непонятно. Да, восток это здесь. Угу. Так, где, собственно, лагерь? А вот он, на холме, да? Да, вот он. Так, давайте еще обожжем. Давайте выведем потихонечку. Так. Так. Так, склад есть. Тут работаем, тут повышаем. 25. Хорошо, давайте еще возьмем пяток. Таких ребят.
On my command. Quickly now.
Sir. Yes, sir.
А, это работник был. Так, ладно.
Ready for action.
12.
Sir. Yes, understood. Sir. Ready to fight, sir. Right away, sir.
I shall not fail. Quickly now.
14. Нет, тебя сюда не надо. 15.
Yes, sir.
Так, здесь максимум. Так, разведки пока нет. Так, теперь надо еще столько же. 400 единиц. Так мы долго ждать будем. Я думаю, мы быстрее разнесем тут все.
Yes, now.
И поехали.
Destiny awaits. Let's go. To adventure. Follow me. Quickly now. Now. Head on.
Ну все, нападаем.
Never give up.
Достаточно легко все. Так, давай. Ходи.
Right away, sir.
Арая.
Here. Attack.
Fortify the defenses. Enemy contact.
On my command to adventure.
Ready to fight, sir. Moving out. Right away, sir. Eyes open, sword ready, sir.
Ну все, готово.
You cannot search corpses or chests when enemies are near.
Угу.
Destiny awaits.
Так, это
Ready for
был
action. All
There is
первый
a chest
лагерь.
in the orc camp. Stand close to it with one of your characters, and you will be able to open the chest by clicking with the right mouse button. Take possession of both plans.
Awaiting your orders.
Так, нам нужно 2 работника сюда привести.
That way.
You have just found the construction plan for a new building, and the unit plan for the human unit clerics.
Оп.
Open your inventory and go to the plans page. Here you have an overview of which building and unit plans you have for all 6 races. On the right-hand side in the window, you can select the race. Select humans.
Here I am.
Place the unit plan in a free space among the units in the lower line.
Святилище.
Here we go.
You can now produce this unit at your human monument, provided you have the required buildings and sufficient resources. Place the building plan in an empty slot on the line of building icons. The first line may be full, so you might have to press the right arrow. Now your workers are able to construct the Temple of Light. Close your inventory. If you want to summon human units with magic powers, you will need Aria, a magic liquid. Near the orc camp, you will find an Aria spring. Simple workers are not able to collect Aria. You will need a special building for that purpose. Put up an Aria shrine near the Aria spring and the Temple of Light in your main settlement. To select this building, you must click on the pointer on the right of the building selection.
Так, тут максимум. Так, теперь. Прям свет. Да сюда же воткнем. Так, а второй лагерь у нас где-то тут, что ли? Вот здесь. Вот он. Мощные ребятки.
Building completed.
Up to 5 workers can work in the Aria shrine and collect Aria.
Так, 2, 3,
The Temple of
4,
Light
5.
serves to invoke units with magic powers, comparable to the forge for weapon production. Several temples allow you to invoke magic units more quickly. Additionally,
улучшение.
you can buy upgrades at the Temple of Light. Upgrades are possible on several buildings, and they generally improve your units as well as offering other benefits. If you select the temple and have sufficient resources, you can click the clerical blessing symbol below. All the clerics you summon after this will have a shield and sizable mana reserves at their disposal.
Ага, авторы здесь.
A new skill is available.
То есть
Beside the
на
Aria
текущих
screen, you
оно
will
не
see
действует.
Lenya plants and moon silver. Both resources
Да, не
cannot be
действует.
used by humans, but
Или
play an
считал.
important role for other races. Produce at least 3 clerics. Should you be unable to produce the unit, the button will be darkened. In this case, move the mouse over the button and follow the instructions in the help window. In case you already have the maximum number of units, you can select units and destroy
Awaiting
them
your
by
orders.
using the key K.
Sir. Yes, sir.
The next thing we want to do is gear up iron production a little. Put up a smelting works as close as possible to your mine building.
Ready to fight, sir.
The mine craftsman will now deliver the mined ore to the smelting works, where
right.
it will be processed further. This means you will now receive the double quantity of resources per delivery.
Follow me.
Поехали.
Simple workers can only deliver their resources to headquarters and monuments.
Quickly now.
All the craftsmen can deliver their iron ore to a smelting works,
Follow me.
their wood to a sawmill, their stones to a stonemason's hut, or their food to a storehouse, which then doubles the amount of each delivery. Build a food storehouse.
Что-то стряслось.
When the food
нас
storehouse is
спалили.
finished, you can use food to regenerate the life points and mana reserves in your summoned units.
I'm ready.
This is especially important if you summon several magic units. Your avatars, your heroes, by the way, regenerate themselves without food. Summoned at least 15.
Never surrender. Sir. Yes, sir.
If
Shall
you
not
follow the
fail. Follow me.
path past the orc camp farther to the
At
east,
arms,
you
men.
will arrive at an enemy lookout.
Now.
As soon as it makes sight contact, it will alarm its headquarters.
To adventure.
Поехали.
Advance with your
our need.
avatar, the hero, and at least 15 combat units to the east.
Quickly
As
now.
soon as the lookout has discovered you, a yellow warning signal
adventure.
will appear on the overview map.
To adventure. Follow
The
me.
orcs have been alerted to your presence and will send out an
Так,
о,
assault
какой-то
wave to
босс.
confront you.
Босс.
Destroy the orcs and
Надо
their heads.
мочить босса в первую очередь.
Never give up.
Так, потом у всех
Shall
остальных.
not fail.
Что-то у нас копейщики. Бандиты, тотемы.
Engaging the enemy.
Так, быстро.
Sir. Yes, sir.
I'm ready.
А как
Shall not fail.
выбрать всех вообще? Так,
Quickly now.
ничего не вижу. Так, о, камень, руна.
Let's go.
Так, ну все, начинаем. И начинаем сносить. Так, что за руна? Непонятно, что... А, во. А, это самое по квесту.
Engaging the enemy.
On my command. Yes. For our near. I'm ready. For our near.
Ну вот и все, собственно. Так, тут никто не пишет пока что. Судя по всему, в чате. Так, трансляция идет. Нормально. Так, все, готово.
Congratulations. If you now look in your quest book, you will see that you have now solved the 2 previously open steps.
To
Так, идем
adventure.
назад.
The leader of the
Let's go.
orcs was carrying the rune. Loot the corpse
Forwards.
and take the rune if not
Let's go.
already done so.
Forwards.
Now go back to Joshua at the human monument and talk
Now.
to him.
Follow me. Forwards. Follow me. Quickly now. To adventure. Now. Let's go.
Так.
Now.
Мгм.
Quickly now. Follow me.
Медленно достаточно ходим. Так, а вы сразу идете вот сюда.
Forwards.
Клянусь глазами Зараха, Аруна, ты нашла ее. Но ты настоящий воин Арун, больше никто не смог бы это совершить. Господин Аруэн будет доволен.
You have received additional experience points for solving the quests, and your avatar has gained 1 level. With every new level, your avatar will have more life points and mana reserves. You will also receive skill and attribute points that can be used to further improve your avatar. Open the inventory and go into the category Character Information.
Вот.
On the right of the window, select your avatar if it's not already activated. On the left of the window, you will see the skills of your avatar, and in the middle, its attributes. Distribute the new attribute points, for example, for strength or wisdom. To do this, click in the window on the small arrows directly beside the numbers of the attributes. The individual attributes stand for the characteristics of a figure. If you pass over an attribute with a mouse pointer, the help window will explain the meaning of the individual numbers. Now distribute the new skill points. Click on New Skills and select Light Combat. Distribute the second point wherever you like by clicking on one of the small arrows beside the skill.
Так. Да, магия жизни, окей.
Due to your improved skills in light combat, you have now received an additional combat skill. It's called Berserk. You will find this melee combat skill in your spell book. Transfer Berserk to your magic memory.
Готово.
Close your inventory.
Destiny awaits. Quickly now.
Combat abilities and some magic spells are not cast at a target, but rather only work on the caster himself. Test the Berserk ability by selecting your character and clicking the symbol below the action, or above left on the portrait. When you trigger the Berserk ability, your avatar causes an enormous damage to the enemy for a short period of time. This can be very helpful in an emergency situation, although you cannot apply this attack again until after a few minutes. Now speak to Joshua again.
Ой, где ты был? Вот ты где. Так. Сколько мне будет пора выступать? Это честь для меня снова сражаться бок о бок с тобой. Пойдем, я провожу тебя к порталу. Угу. Засада. Да смилуйся над нами, Зерба, когда же это кончится? Это будет занятно. Опа. Роэн. Господин Роэн, еще немного, и мы бы не выжили. Руна у вас? Тахира отыскала ее в развалинах. Вот она. Спасибо, Тахира. Ты хорошо поработала? Я понимаю твой гнев. Поверь мне, эта руна стоила твоих усилий. Это ключ к будущему и прошлому. Но я не смею более беспокоить тебя. Мир тебе, Тахира. Мы больше никогда не встретимся. Прощай, Тахира.
You can now leave this map through the magic portal, or follow the path to the south, where further opponents are waiting along with some useful hints, which you don't necessarily need for the first maps. By clicking on the options in the top right, you can save the current game at any time.
Let's go.
Go west of the portal to leave the map, or follow the path to the south to find more useful hints.
Follow me.
Так.
It's an ambush.
Так, отлично.
Destiny awaits. Now.
Так.
Whenever you see a statue, you will receive some tips and hints from different areas of the game.
Окей.
Yes, forwards.
When you travel through a portal or bindstone from one platform to another, you lose all the units you had previously summoned with rune magic in your settlements. That's why you should choose carefully the point in time you want to move on.
Quickly now. Now. Quickly now. I shall not fail. Yes. It's an ambush. It's an ambush.
Close the ranks.
The lines must hold. Yes.
Hold on, men.
It's an ambush.
An enemy attack.
Так, почему я не могу?
Destiny awaits.
Ну да ладно.
To
Какие-то
adventure.
баги начались. Почему я не могу выделить врагов?
Yes, forwards. Quickly now. Now. To
Опять.
adventure. Let's go. Let's go.
When you would like to rotate a building before placing it,
We're under attack.
press and hold the control key. After that, use the delete and stop keys to rotate the building to the left or to the right.
Так, не, ну это и так понятно. Я, наверное, все это пропущу, потому что начались баги опять.
Forwards. Follow me. Now. Quickly now. Forwards.
Все, идем в портал. Угу.
Welcome back, my friend.
С возвращением.
I know your memory is paled. 8 years is a
Я
long
знаю, что
time.
многое изгладилось из твоей памяти. 8 лет немалый срок.
The war is over,
Закончилось, но
but its
последствия были
consequences were
ужасные.
terrible.
Ритуал призвания разорвал
Convocation
саму
has
ткань
shattered the
нашего мира.
confidence of our world. Since then,
Все это
I've
время
tried
я
to retain
пытался
whatever is
собрать
left
воедино
over from this world.
осколки.
But now I have a
Но теперь я
feeling of
чувствую,
time
что время
closing in.
утекает сквозь пальцы.
The
Круг
circle is
вот-вот
closing.
замкнется, а нашим
These
землям
lands
нужна
need a
защита.
protector. May the power of the
Да
Lord
живет в себе сила
reawaken
Рум,
with you.
но на этот раз ты
But
не
this
будешь
time,
подчиняться
You should
чужой
not be
воле.
the slave of someone else's will. This rune is the
Вот твоя
scourge on
руна,
which
с
your
ней
soul was
навечно
forged.
связана твоя душа.
Wear it now
Носи ее
yourself.
и сам
Be the
определяй
master of
свою
your own
судьбу.
decisions.
Я,
I'm free.
наконец-то, свобода.
Master Rowan, the Order sent me
Вот,
with an
Роэн,
important message.
Орден прислал важное
Something's
сообщение.
happening at the
На
Wildland
перевале
Pass.
Дикоземья появились
Creatures
существа из
made of
черной
black
стали.
steel.
Они
They are breaking
прорываются в
into the
северные
Northlands.
земли.
The Iron Ones have come.
Остальные, они пришли.
So, it has now begun.
И так это
You must
началось.
set out at once.
Нужно немедленно отправиться в
Indeed.
путь.
I
Ну,
will go see
несомненно, я
Darius.
отправлюсь к Дарью,
You,
а
my
ты
friend,
соберись
should
силами и
gather your
найди
strength first
достойное
and
тебя
arm
оружие.
yourself. Follow the messenger to
Следуй
the
за
town of
вестником в
Greyfell.
город Тень.
When you get
Там
there,
найди
speak
моего
to my
давнего
friend
друга
Sartorius.
Сартария из Ордена
He will
Зари.
give you
Он
your
скажет, что
instructions.
делать
He
дальше.
belongs to the Order of Dawn. Good luck.
Удачи, воина Рун,
We'll
мы
meet
еще
again when I
встретимся.
return, Rune Warrior.
By the gods,
О боги,
he
он
really called a
действительно
Rune Warrior.
призвал воина Рун. Мне трудно вспомнить, как добраться туда, в тень.
Greyfell.
Follow the path through the
Следуй по
rocks.
тропе
I'll
через
go with
горы,
you.
и я пойду с тобой.
But let's be careful.
Будь осторожнее, в горах много гоблинов. Так, это, собственно, мы. Надо было, наверное, выбрать какой-нибудь аватар посимпатичнее. Первый уровень. Так. У нас усиленный кожаный камзол. Лук и штанишки с защитой от магии огня. Так, и умение меткость в течение некоторого времени наносит очень высокий урон оружием дальнего боя. Так, а сколько оно действует? Так, руна людей работников. И все, собственно. Так, я предлагаю сделать небольшой перерыв. Буквально на пару минут. А потом продолжить. Как раз придется перезагрузиться. Дойдем до связующего камня. Вот. Так. Главное. Нет, мы выйдем. Выйдем и перезагрузимся, потому что опять начались баги. Вот. Так, ладно, перерыв 5 минут. Я, наверное, даже остановлю трансляцию, и потом мы продолжим.